Traditional clinical trials are very inefficient and very inequitable in terms of patient participation. It's only 3% of patients may be able to join and be located close to those centers. We were part of AstraZeneca. We were leading the digital team for R&D. We got lots of cross-functional teams together in order to see how it could be done in a transformational way. The red thread is making the customer experience really delightful. So we asked many patients in 9 different countries. We had more than 15,000 comments, and they all requested the same, the flexibility to be able to join at their own terms and having less burden put on them in order to participate. So we worked really, really hard to develop global platforms, but also it had to do what it was most important, make it really, really easy for both patients, sites, and the sponsor to run very large clinical trials in a novel way.
Actually, about 70% of the data could be collected either in the patient's home or close to them using digital devices and sensors and other technologies. We also reduced the number of times that the patients had to go into the clinical site to provide their data by 50%. And we improved the patient experience actually in that trial by 68% because of the way that we were collecting the data. That actually meant that that trial was delivered 6 months faster than it would have been if everything was done in the traditional way.
So we have kind of our core platform that brings a patient on, but then we have connected devices that integrate with our solution. And then we use televisit functionality where a doctor can be coaching the patient to actually do the device readings. We also partner with an AI company to do an overread to make sure that the actual reading is accurate and relevant in a clinical setting. And so the combination of engaging the patient of what they're actually experiencing, the physiological measures, and importantly in our solution, the longitudinal data and the visualization of that for clinical staff to look at and understand, is a patient getting better, worse, the same, and how can we actually better manage things like toxicities and adverse events that are happening while they're on treatment.
We are supporting hundreds of clinical studies, both for large pharma, for biotechs and CROs. So we have developed platforms that enables them to obviously review the design of the study, be able to see the consequence in terms of patient burden, timelines, cost, and carbon. So they are able to review on those design critical points the implications of their decisions. Our mission is to empower life sciences to accelerate better health outcomes for patients, to help many more loved ones.